book, and she's reading the inside. She also picked out another one that she might get. Someone comment below if you read this, because she loves the cover and the inside sounds really good. She likes like a mix of like mystery, family, friendship, a little bit of romance, and that kind of looks like it has that in there. And this one, I've heard that this one is like really, really good too. Okay, so I recommended The Four Winds to Mom, I think the last time that we went book shopping. Would you read another book by that author? Like, it was kind of sad, but you finished, I feel like you finished the first 250 pages in the book. Like,
I finished the book
really fast.
I finished the book, and no, it wasn't really fast because I started it. It was very depressing, and I called you, and I was like, "Why?" I said, "Why did you recommend this book? It's depressing."
But you finished like half the book, didn't you? Right away, like in the first 2 days.
No, I did not. No.
You did?
No.
Oh, I thought you finished like 250 pages at one time.
Not in 2 days. I did not.
Oh, okay.
No. But after that, I put the book down. And then I think I was in a better space because it was really depressing.
Yeah.
In the very beginning, I was like, "Why would you recommend this book? It's sad." But then I did finish it, and I did like it. So yes,
good.
I would read another book by
her.
author. But it depends.
Hers are all kind of sad. So
Okay, so yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe not. But
I did recommend Funny Story though. That's the purple one.
That's the one I bought, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I bought that book, took it home, it's under my coffee table still.
Yeah. She was like,
No.
"This is a little fluffy." Like,
No, it was just the way they started out, it was just too, it was dumb.
yeah.
I mean, to me, it was just like, this is really dumb. Maybe it's an age thing, I don't know, but it was just really like.
No, somebody, I think they were like around your age, they commented and they're like, "You know, I'm with your mom, like I totally understand." They're like, once you get older and you just like have a different experience in life, you want to
like,
read something different.
That book was really like.
Yeah, it was definitely
kind of
fluffy.
dumb.
Yeah.
And I started it and I thought, okay, but I didn't even go back to that one, so it's under the.
Well, I'm gonna find a good book. This is gonna be the video where I'm gonna find that book that has a perfect blend of sad, happy, mystery, but not too scary.
So I like a little bit of sad, a little bit of romance.
But not too sad, not too much romance.
No, I can't do real sad because I'm a very positive person. So if it gets too sad, it's like, okay, I don't do that. But I do like a little bit of mystery and a storyline where it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like more of a realistic.
Yeah.
Where, oh, that could happen. That could really happen.
Yeah.
You know, something that book that you recommended was like, okay, is that really happening, or is somebody just writing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't really resonate with that. So give me something that.
I think I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna find something, and then comment below if you guys know of anything that has like a good, like perfect blend of that. But I think I can find.
You should
something.
ask them about the book that here, this one.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
did.
so-
I asked them up front.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said comment below if they have read
okay.
this book, if they
Yes.
like it,
Yes.
because she's thinking about getting
Thinking
this
about
one.
getting this one. So
Yeah.
Should I? Should I not?
Yeah. Should she get this? Because it looks like there's mystery in it. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of stuff. It was in the 1920s, 1950s. Captivating novel of mystery and family legacy that captures the profound longing for a mother and the evergreen allure of secrets. So it could have it. Yeah. Comment below if you guys have read this one, if you liked it.
We'll keep looking.
Yes. We got a potential contender. Potential. They actually turned it into a TV show, and Nicole Kidman is the main lady in it. So if you read it and you like it, you could also watch the show, and it's like a whole TV show. You're like, no. I've also heard that this is good, and they turned this into a TV show. It says a simple DNA test is all it takes, just a quick mouth swab, and soon you'll be matched with your perfect partner, the one you're genetically made for. It says... You're bored already.
Yeah.
But I think it's like something happens. It's like, I think this is like science fiction or something. It says 5 very different people have received the notification that they've been matched. They're each about to meet their one true love, but happily ever after isn't guaranteed for everyone, because even soulmates have secrets, and some are more shocking than others.
No.
He said no. Okay, that's a maybe.
Okay, what's this? The Summer Club. This fun?
So I feel like
Did you
I'm
read
getting
this?
the vibe. I'm getting the vibe like you like the summery, like the covers that are like Tuscany. But you gotta show them the cover. The Summer Club by Hannah something or other.
Yeah. But I mean, it might not be.
No, it looks cute. I like the cover. Oh, this is the book the author that I came here for. The new book. I need to find where that book is at, because the book is not over here, so I'm hoping it's on a table up front.
Is that the book you came here for?
No, I read both of these. I liked them. They're really good. Okay, Mom's looking at another book right now. I'm gonna see if she will want to read this because I think she'd really like Taylor Jenkins Reid's books. Come here.
What?
I think that you would like this book. I love her books. It's about a tennis player. And I know you're probably like, I don't want to read
You
sports.
already tried to get me to take that last time we were at Barnes & Noble.
I did?
Yes, you
and
did.
you didn't want to take it?
I don't think so.
I think you'll like it.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, so I'm going to buy this book. Okay?
I think you'll like
and
it.
I'm going to give a very honest
Give me an honest
opinion.
review.
Okay, I'm going to read it while you're here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
How many days do I have?
You got a few.
Okay.
Yeah. You can read it.
You can't bother me though.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
We can read together. You can go outside and I'll go outside. We can both read our books together.
Okay, all right.
Do it.
I'm gonna read it
And she'll give an honest opinion. I'm scared.
You should be scared. It does not look good.
Okay, so this book, I think it just came out. It says, before he discovered my age, he uncovered my heart. Bruised, abused, and a victim to a loveless household, I shimmered with new life at the moment he found me drowning my sorrows in a lake beneath the stars. A chance encounter, an unspoken connection. I was smitten, he was curious, but as everyone knows, fate can be decidedly cruel. He called me Hallie like the comet. I called him Reed. And my best friend, well, she called him Dad.
Oh, first off, I was just going to say, that just sounds too...
I know.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, goodness.
But then the last part, I was like,
Yeah.
so it's a romance with the best
The
friend's dad.
Right. Yeah. When you said that, I figured that she must be older.
Yeah, I thought maybe it would just be an older guy, not the dad.
Yeah.
Well, it's called older.
Right.
Guys, Mom found the book that she recommended to me last time we were in here, and I still haven't read it. I'll get to her. I couldn't find this over on the shelf, so I came to ask to see if they had any copies, and they have like a few here, but they said they've been selling fast. And then the rest of Allie Hazelwood's books, they have a bunch here. Actually, I already bought this a day early. I got it in the airport, and I already started it, so I'll give you guys my thoughts on this whenever I get home, but I am enjoying it so far. I'm trying to see if they have the book It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. So I'm waiting here to see if they have it in stock. Someone let us know if this book is good. It's called The Awakening, and then the other one is...
This is the one that doesn't tell you anything.
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
There's nothing in the book.
That's so wild.
But you know she's got to be good because she's...
Yeah, because there's that many there. We have so many books in this thing. I just found this dark Greek mafia romance by a black author in here, and it's called Purchase for Submission. I've never read any of her books, but it says Stavros purchases a Kirby. Wait. Is this that author that people talk about on TikTok and they say that she's like has some issues? Because now that I'm reading the back of this, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, because this girl, she's purchased, and it says she's purchased as a curvy, dark-skinned African-American woman from a mafia underworld auction block against her father's commands, and she's purchased by someone, but it's a black woman, white man romance. I'm a little scared. Like, I think it's going back on the shelf. Like, she's purchased. Ma'am, Like, absolutely not. I really do want to get into dark romance. I feel like there's probably something that I would enjoy. I just haven't found it yet. I've heard this one is a good one. Okay, this book does look really good. I think it's like a football romance. We wanted to show you guys our haul from yesterday because we got a lot of books.
We did.
So many. Wait, how many did you get in total?
Well, let's see. I have 5.
And I have 3. So we have a good amount.
And I already started one.
Yeah. Oh, tell us your thoughts on it.
Okay, so this is the one that Shaughnessy recommended.
I'm scared.
I didn't think that I would like it. So far I am in on, let's see, I just started yesterday. I'm at page 96. And I actually like it so far. But, there's a but.
Okay.
If it keeps going the way it's going, and just that, I'm going to be bored.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, about tennis players our whole life. And
right.
so I don't know that I want to
just see tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be something. It's got to be something else. But so far it's good. I like it. Yes.
Yay!
I think I like the father better than I like the daughter.
Yeah.
Because he's like really on point with keeping her focused and keeping her straight about, you know, the things that she's supposed to be doing. So I think I like the dad.
Yeah, he has his head on straight and he doesn't worry about like the media or anything. He's just like,
he's on
this
point.
what you do? Yeah.
Yes.
I love him.
I like that.
This book is definitely one of my favorites, but I didn't think that I would like it because it's about tennis. I was just like, I don't think it would be enjoyable. And then I read it and I was like, okay, maybe I do like reading about sports.
Yeah. It's pretty good so far.
Yay!
We'll
okay.
See
I know. We'll see. You're also a really fast reader.
Oh.
I did not realize, like, we sat down and I was like, you know, where are you at? She started a little bit before I did. And you started at page 20 when I was just starting my book.
Right.
And then I looked over, I was like, where are you at? She's like, oh, you said like 45 or something.
Yeah, 40 something.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like, it hasn't been that long.
It's less than an hour.
Yeah, and then I woke up this morning and she's like, yeah, I'm at page 100. Like
96.
Yeah, 96. Like that's.
I do read pretty fast.
You do. You read super fast. Okay, so you show a book and then I'll show a book.
Okay, so this is the second book that Shaughnessy recommended. And I think it's like a show on television or something, but it's not anything that I ever watched. So I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. She thinks I'll really like this too. So
I hope so. There's a murder in it, and it also has like drama from the town. So there's like family and friendship dynamic in there. So I'm crossing my fingers that you like it, but I don't want it to be predictable. That's the only thing. Is like you watch a lot of like, you know, good stuff. So
I like a lot of action movies too. So maybe we'll see. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely let you know. And these are the 2 books. So my goal was to finish the other book today.
Okay.
And then finish this book before you leave.
I think you can.
Before you leave.
I think you can. You're a fast reader.
Yeah,
How long is this one? Let's see. Yeah,
400.
You could.
So we have a few days.
Yeah, because we're going to sit outside and read by the pool, and then we'll probably read maybe a little bit tonight. I want to finish the book by Allie Hazelwood that I'm reading, and then I also want to finish Church Girls, I think, before I go. Those 2.
Oh, Church Girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just show them. This is what I got. And it's so funny because we're talking about Harlequin novels, and this is a Harlequin novel, but it's about a church girl, and it starts out where she is supposed to be married, and she like runs out on her wedding day. She's like, I don't want to be married to this person that like my dad, who's the pastor, like has set me up with. And then of course she runs into the arms of this bad boy.
Okay, so I told her when I saw that it reminded me of a movie that her dad bought, and it was called Church Girls, and it was not quite like that, but
similar.
It was very similar. Yes. I think she had actually just found a bad boy, but he was actually looking for a church girl because he wanted a good girl. So I actually have a DVD of that.
Oh,
but it's not the same.
It's not the same. Okay.
No,
so I was like, I wonder if they took it and they were like, I like this concept. Maybe. And they made it too book.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Well, so this book here
That looks so pretty. I love the cover.
I think this is going to be a really good read for me. It's the woman has passed away, the author, and so they did it's sort of like a remembrance of her and then her friends. So they're talking about when she went to school. They're talking about like her prom and all of her memories, but then all of, not all, but like 3 or 4 of her friends. So they all put in on this book about some of the things that they did. So it's sort of like, it's called Reunion Beach, but it's about her life and then all of them. And I thought, when I saw that, I thought, oh, this is going to be really good. And I think all of these women on here, I believe, are authors.
Yeah, well, I know the top one. I haven't heard of the other ones, but Elin Hildebrand, she writes a lot of like beachy, like type books. So yeah, that looks really good. Let me see the cover of that. I'm going to show them. This is called Reunion Beach. I've never heard of that one, but I like that.
I think this is going to probably be one of my favorites.
Yeah, and it says stories inspired by, so there are multiple stories in it too, or is it one book? I don't know. Let's see, hold on.
I think each
it
one
kind of looks like there's multiple stories.
Yeah, get their own stories in there, but it has to do with the author.
The author, okay.
Yes. And their connection
I like
together.
that.
Yeah, I thought it would be really, really a good read.
Yeah.
Yeah, must read for anyone who has spent a summer afternoon under the spell of Frank's immersive storytelling.
I love that.
I think it'll be good.
I also got It's a Love Story. This is actually the book that I went in there for. I don't even know what this is about. That's when you know you love the author, when like it came out yesterday and I was like, I have to get it. I have to read it. And I kind of want to read this here too. It's like I can only read so many.
So what are you reading?
I'm reading Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood.
Okay.
And then I also want to read this because it's short, you know, it's quick.
Right.
And then I also want to read this because it's new, so.
Well, maybe you can start that, and then when you're on the plane, that can be like your thing to finish.
I like that
before.
Okay, that's actually a good idea, and it justifies me buying it here because I'm like I could just buy it.
I'm sure you can find a lot of justification for your books.
Yeah, so this one is only like 350-ish pages.
That's not bad.
No, it's like, or actually no, it's 320. Yeah, and then this one is only 280.
See, I like the 200.
Yeah, because I'm like, you can finish it real quick. Wait, if it were a 200 book, the one you're reading now, you'd be almost done.
I think it's 3 something.
I do too. But if it were like a shorter book, you'd finish it super quick.
350 without all the other stuff. 350-ish.
Okay.
No, 362.
Okay.
No, it doesn't actually keep going.
Wow.
Well, 364.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. But yeah, I feel like these are the perfect size for summer when they're like the 200s.
I like 200.
Me too.
Perfect for any time.
Yeah.
Give me a short book. I just want to be done.
Start it.
Yeah.
Get through it.
Okay, so I have no clue. Honestly, I picked this up because I like the cover.
The cover is so pretty.
The cover is so pretty.
And we asked at the beginning of our shopping day if any of you guys have read this because we haven't heard about it, but the cover looks really cute. So comment below if any of you have read this book. It's called The Story She Left Behind.
Yes.
Or if you read anything from the author, because you were pulling out so many books. I'm like, I haven't heard of any of these authors, and it's made me realize it's like there's so many books out there that like I've never heard of before, you know. So I would love to.
I don't know what this is. I'm not sure.
Didn't this one say it had like mystery in it too?
It's inspired by a true literary mystery.
Okay.
Okay, so it was set back in the 1900s.
Okay.
I don't know. So we'll see. I'm not going to read all this like you do.
No.
We'll just see. We'll see. I'll let everybody know.
Do you have one more in there?
I do.
Okay, I have one more. I'll show mine. So this I got is Releasing 10. It's a 6th book in the series, and I've only read 2. So.
Oh my. It's 6 books?
There's 6 books. Yeah, it's number 6. But I got it, and there were only 4 copies left. So I'm like, okay, I need to get this because this is Taylor's favorite series. And she talks about it so much, and I think the reason it takes me so long to get through it is, I mean, you can see how long it is.
Yes.
This book right here is 729 pages.
So it would have to really be good.
Yes.
I would have had to already, like you said, read one of the others.
Yes.
Or someone that I really trusted their judgment would have to recommend that.
Yes.
I would not pick that book up.
Yeah, 700, and it's still a taller book than the average book, so you're getting more words with that too.
Yeah.
So I've read 2 books in the series, really love them, but it's hard for me to like pick up a 700-page book and be like, I'm just gonna read that in the summer.
If it was my only book that I had in mind and I wasn't, didn't have like me 50 million other books I have on my book list to read, that would be fine.
Yeah. But this, so I got it. There's only 3 books that were in the bookstore left, and I know in our bookstore back home, sometimes they have a hard time like keeping up with the new releases. So I was like, I'm gonna buy it. But I've already seen people online like spoiling it.
Are you serious?
Yes, and like people
actually spoil books online?
Yes, and they'll put like there'll be like spoilers here, and sometimes in my brain I think that they're writing no spoilers, just because you would assume if you're talking about something, but it's like I need to read, but it's usually something so quick, it'll be like, you know, releasing 10 spoilers. So then, you know, it'll click to the next part of the video, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
Why would people put spoilers on?
I think, and I feel like it's too soon for people to have spoiler videos, but I think a lot of people will do it if someone else has read the book and they don't have anyone to talk about it with. So whenever they read or they watch the video after they've read it, they like, you know, it's like you get excited and you want to tell someone about it. So you watch a video with spoilers.
So here's something that they should do. I'm just going to put this out there. They should start online. That person should just say, "Hey, I have a little book club over here.
Yes.
You want to join me and talk to me about this?" You know, that way I don't have to put out any spoilers, and then other people will probably come and talk with them.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's not good.
I know. Yeah. So I saw a video. I didn't watch it, but it said spoilers on it, and then it clicked, and I saw a few quotes that were like spoilers, but I didn't read them, and I was like, oh.
Okay.
I need to not read that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so I really want to get into this before I see too many spoilers of it, because I think this is the last book in the series. But
see, I'm not online enough to see all that.
That probably helps.
I don't get any of that.
That probably helps. Yeah, those are all the ones that I got.
Okay, this is my last one, The Sicilian Inheritance.
That is so pretty. I love that cover.
I love the cover, especially since I'm getting ready to go to Europe this fall.
Yes.
But I don't remember even what this book is about, so
I don't either.
I don't want to read that. So, but anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a good book.
What's the one you're most excited to read out of the stack?
I think I am most excited to read the Reunion Beach.
Yeah.
This one. I really think this is going to be good because it's a lot of different versions of the woman, her story being told.
Yeah.
And it's not told by just one person.
So and I feel like it'll be cool because it's different stories, so you can't really get bored. You know, if it's like a lot of stories in one book.
Right.
I feel like it'll be interesting.
So we'll see, but I think this is going to be my one.
Love it.
But then again, who knows? Maybe the other one will be
maybe
the other one will be my one. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Well, this is our stack. We're gonna go read, and we'll catch up with you guys a little bit later and give you our thoughts on what we've read so far. This book is so good. I didn't realize though that this has an age gap. I guess this is just a week of me reading books with an age gap because the other book by Ali Hazelwood that I'm reading also has an age gap, and this one has an age gap where she is 24 and he is 34. I don't think I've ever actually read an age gap romance until the one by Ali Hazelwood. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I ever have. So I think that was my first one. And I think this is my second one, all in the same week. So I'm not really one to, like, pick up books with an age gap. But I also didn't realize this has the nanny trope in it, too, because the main character, she is, like, trying to get a job. And it's funny because she goes into this guy's, like, tattoo shop because she's wanting to get a job, and she's in Chicago. Ends up going in, and he's like, oh, she's like, there's no way she'll last in here. She looks like Pollyanna. And he's like, she has like freckles and like a dimple. He's like, all that she's missing is like the pigtails, but she like goes in this like cutesy little outfit, and she's just like so innocent. And he's like, she would never last here, but I guess she's gonna be a nanny for, I think, his daughter Gia. I mean, I don't really know for sure because like right now, he is like vetting her. He's like, I don't know if you're gonna last here. It's really good, and I've never read anything by this author, and I also feel like I've read some Harlequin books and like Afterglow books, which I think is like I don't know, I think they're like all a part of the same thing, and I've enjoyed them, but they're just usually like super wildly spicy, which is like not really something that I gravitate towards either, but so many of you guys said that I would really love this one, which is why I picked it up. But yeah, I'm just so surprised how much I'm loving this so far, and I'm not like wildly far into it, but I'm a pretty good amount. I really want to finish this soon because, oh, not this noodle coming over here. I want to finish it soon because it's a pretty short book. So like maybe I'll finish this book today and then finish the other book by Ali Hazelwood tomorrow. I would really love to finish 2 books while I'm here, like 2 full books, and then like another half of one, and then finish it like the other half on the airplane like home. I think it's possible. It's just like so hard to make time to read when I'm also wanting to like hang out and talk with my family and stuff. But my mom's house is always so relaxing and like really enjoyable to be here, but I also feel like sometimes I just want to, you know, put the books down and talk, because obviously we don't live in the same town, so it's like a hard, you know, thing to do both. But I'm gonna read a little bit more. I'm loving this pool. I wish we had a pool at our house. I want one so bad. I have a friend, Taylor, her and her husband, they have a pool, and I told her, I was like, I'm literally gonna be living at your pool this year, because we love living on the lake, but you can't really like get in the lake by yourself. At least I wouldn't recommend it, because sometimes the waves are like really high, and like if there's a bunch of boats out, they can kind of take you under. And so I would never recommend to someone to like go out on their own and get in the water. And I do go out on the lake to like more calm areas. Like there's like this little beachy area at this park that I'll go to sometimes, but I don't do that very often, because again, it's like I don't want to be like in a swimsuit like by myself in this like backwoods like part that's like of a beach that's connected to the lake. I usually just like to be with someone, so I definitely think I would go to like a public pool by myself, because there's like people and stuff, but I just am always very conscious of like being by myself. So yeah, we live in like a really, really like middle of the lake, so all the water kind of like comes to where we're at, which is beautiful, because whenever there's like sunsets and stuff, you get to see like the waves crashing, but it's just not something that you want to like dip into and like take a swim, because the waves could literally take you under. So yeah, enjoying this so far. I think gonna go to Taylor's house on Sunday. She was like, you want to come over and swim? And I was like, literally say less. So I think I'm gonna go over there on Sunday. And we just took the boat out like 3 times last week whenever I was obviously not here, so we'll definitely be taking it out a lot this year. But this pool is just so nice, and it's making me realize how much I want one. Like I grew up with a pool, so I definitely miss it, and I feel like if I had one, I would just, all my dreams would come true. I'd literally thrive. So I'm gonna sit here and read for a little bit more, and then I'll give you guys an update once I get into it. Oh, I don't think I gave you an update on Ali Hazelwood's book either, so I'll probably do that later tonight. I also have a haul Not me like say I'm going to read and then I'll say something every 2 seconds, but I also have a haul that's coming to the house. So whenever I get home, I want to open some books that I got. I only got like, not only, but I got like 3 books, and one of them was just released, but it was released by an indie author. And then the other, or maybe it wasn't released by an indie author, and maybe she's just like with a smaller publishing house. I saw the book on Kimmy Reed's Instagram, and it looked really good, so I was like, I want to get it. And then I also have one book by an indie author coming, and then what's the other one? There's like one I'm super excited about. Lauren Lacey's new release is coming to my house too, so really excited for that. I feel like there's one more that I ordered that I cannot remember that I really wanted to read. Either way, we'll both be surprised, but it's like a indie like author, I think, like has a new release or something, and that's what I picked up. So anyway, gonna keep reading this, but I will open that package whenever I get home so you guys can see my other book haul in this video. This book is so funny. There's a part in this book where I was literally laughing out loud because so she comes back from her interview with the guy to be a nanny, and he pretty much just like judges her off the bat. He's like, she's too good, like it's not gonna be like a good fit kind of thing. And I mean, I'm assuming later on in the book that they're gonna like get together or something, because like he's the main guy character, but I just don't know how like that's gonna happen. It's kind of giving like enemies, you know, because like he is rubbing her the wrong way. But she comes in and she was telling her cousin, she's like, what did she say? She goes, she said, he didn't give me a chance at all. His mind was already made up before we spoke. And then the cousin, she goes, did you wear that to the interview? And then it says, I glanced down at my white silk blouse with the big bow at the neck and the dark blue pencil skirt. It's one of my favorite outfits, and not to mention it's professional looking. Yes, I lift my hands, giving myself another once over. What's wrong with what I'm wearing? Nothing if you're going to share the good news of Jesus Christ. That's what her cousin said. And she's like, seriously? And she's like, I'm just saying, he took one look at you and probably thought you were Mary Poppins' sister from another mister. And then she was like, you're ridiculous. I mean, I was applying to be a nanny. You'd think he'd appreciate the Mary Poppins look, but instead he just called me into his office and told me I didn't belong anywhere near his daughter. Didn't belong in Chicago. He was so cold and mean. And I literally just couldn't stop laughing at that part. Like it's just so funny. Oh, this book is literally making me laugh out loud. I just finished this book, and I'm just so glad that I'm finished, but also so sad because it was really good. Definitely gonna rate this one 4 stars. I really loved it. It wasn't as spicy as I expected, and I feel like it had everything that I needed in it. I would definitely recommend it to someone who loves spice, but it still has a great plot line. It's so good. It's also really short, but I feel like a lot happens, so you'll never get bored. I'm still reading this one right here, but I'm going to start this book right here because it came out yesterday and I just have been itching to read it. I am really loving this book. I just think that the other book was pulling me in a little bit more, and because this one is new and it's like an author that I'm absolutely obsessed with, I really want to start it in like a really warm setting. I'm actually going home tomorrow morning, so I'm really sad about that. It's just been an absolute dream hanging here with the family and stuff, and it is just so sad to always like have to go home. Like I wish that we could all be together, but just not in the cards right now. So yeah, I'm gonna start this one and maybe finish this one on the plane or something. I'm not really sure, but I am enjoying it. So far, it's a book that is kind of surprising me because it doesn't have as much spice as I expected. just because so many people said that Not in Love would have a lot of spice, and I never read Not in Love, which goes to show you don't have to read the other book in the series to read this one. I did check on Allie Hazelwood's Instagram, and she did say that, so that gave me a little bit of like encouragement to actually start this book, but I am really loving it. This one is a highly anticipated read for the year, so I hope that it actually like lives up to my expectations, because I feel like this year a lot of my highly anticipated books have not lived up to the expectations that I have for them, but I will say that these books that are like underrated, that don't have as many reviews as like some of the more popular books, they've been really surprising me. Like I read I think one book last year that almost completely made me like not pick up any books by like indie authors or just smaller authors in general, because it was so like not my vibe. And I'm so glad that didn't deter me from like reading more books from authors that aren't super hyped up, because this one, so good. 4 stars, very, very enjoyable from start to finish. There was never a point where I was bored. It was spicy, but not too much. The plot was great. There were deeper themes. And the guy in this, if you love like an alpha male type guy, he was literally that. Like just, he gave her so much confidence in herself. There was a point in the book where she kind of was like feeling a little insecure. She kind of like had her head down. He grabbed her face and was like, don't ever let anyone make you feel uncomfortable for like being you, and like you should have confidence and like that kind of thing. And I was just like, he's giving all the pep talks that every woman needs. There was even another part where after they like messed around, she kind of felt like a little guilty just because of like her upbringing and stuff. She just was like, oh, I feel bad, like a little bit of shame and stuff. And he was like, don't ever let anyone make you feel like bad for like the pleasure you bring to yourself or to your partner. Like that's like normal and natural and beautiful. And it was just like really beautiful to read. Like it was very beautiful, and there's so many parts of this that I'm like, oh, that's kind of healing in a little bit of a way. So yeah, I have obviously so many great books to read. I am definitely going to be reading on the plane as I go home. I did start Cleopatra and Frankenstein on the plane on the way here. I don't think I'm going to keep reading it like on this trip. I'll probably finish it when I get home, just because it's not the same as Blue Sisters. It's not what I expected it to be. Could I get into it more and could it change? Yeah, it definitely could, and I definitely will keep reading. But right now, these I feel like are the books that I want to read, just because it's so like warm out and nice, and I feel like whenever it's this kind of weather, I have to read like a fluffy, fun read versus something that's like a little bit heavier. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep reading these and just enjoy the sun while I can. I'm gonna miss being here so much. Like the relaxation I feel here is unreal, and it just is so nice being around another reader. Like my mom loves to read. I was literally inside, and it was so funny because I was like, why are you giggling? Like, well, not giggling, but she was like literally smiling, and I was like, why are you smiling? And she's like, oh, like just telling me like the part of the book and stuff. And I'm like, I love that. Like when a reader gets so obsessed with what they're reading that they can't help but like giggle or kick their feet or smile, and that only happens to like a true reader, you know what I mean? And so she was telling me while she was reading it, she was like, I was like, doesn't it feel like you're watching a movie? And she's like, yeah, it's kind of like an orchestra where when you first listen to the song, it's just like, you know, mellow and like, I don't know if I like this, and then as the song starts to crescendo, you're like, oh my gosh, like you're into it. And she just kept being like, I hope the ending, like the book ends how I want it to. And I just love that. So I think that she's almost done. I want to hear her thoughts as to how she felt about the book, but it's just been so nice, like, reading together. And I feel like a lot of the time I'll go on vacation, and sometimes with friends it's like I don't really get to read because we like love to talk or like we're on our phone. But my mom is like very checked out from the internet. Like she doesn't get on like at all, which is something that I want to emulate a little bit more in my life. I feel like I take so many phone breaks and I don't even realize it until I'm sitting next to someone who literally will read for like 4 hours straight and like not touch her phone once. And I just think she's so inspiring in like so many different ways. But one of the things that I love is that like when she's doing something she loves, she's very invested. Like when she's working on her garden out here, like she's working on her garden, she'll literally like water her plants and just like take care of her flowers and stuff for like 2 hours straight, not touch her phone. Like she's not like, you know, getting bored and doing something else. And I feel like so often technology will pull us out of the things that we enjoy. So that's one thing that I'm definitely taking from this trip that I want to take home, is to really like dive deep into my hobbies and not just like read for 30 minutes and then take a break to get on my phone, or read for 20 minutes and take a break and like watch, you know, something on Netflix. Like really lean into what I love, because so often technology can take us away from that. So anyway, I'm loving being out here. I've been using my mom's water bottle since I've been here, and I really love it. This one does not have a straw, and I actually might need to grab a water bottle that doesn't have a straw, because it's actually kind of been easier to drink from, which is surprising because you'd think that a straw would be easier. But I feel like with a straw, like I'll just suck a little bit until it's in my mouth, and then I just kind of like stop. Whereas this is like I can take a massive gulp and like fill up my whole, like all my cheeks. And I end up drinking so much more water that way. So it's kind of an easy way to like drink water. But I'm so sad. I leave tomorrow very, very early. But we do have some packages that are going to be at the house whenever I get home. So that'll be really fun. What did you think?
The book was very good, actually.
You liked it?
It was not what I expected. Yes, it kept my attention. I just thought it was going to be boring and be able to sort of figure it out, but I was not able to figure it out. The ending was great. I actually like her as a writer. Yeah, she is able to keep your attention, and then it's like, you know, you try to figure it out, and I really got some of it from the beginning. It's tennis, but just the way that things went with all the players, and you know, thinking, oh, she's going to fail or she's going to win. Yeah, it's very good.
If you were to rate it from like a 1 to a 5, 5 being the best, like absolutely no changes, you could do like a 4, a 4.5, 4.75, 3, 3.5, like middle.
Give her a 4.
A 4?
Yes,
love
because
that.
I would have made some changes in there, I think, between her and Nikki.
Yes.
But yeah, I liked it. It was really good.
Yeah. I have some packages to open with you guys, and all of these are packages that I'm super excited about because I have been waiting on them for not too long, but like I thought they would actually come before I left, and they didn't. So I want to go through these. The first thing that I actually got is this book right here. It actually came before I left on my little vacation, and it's called Love Craves Cardamom by Ashna, and this is a book that I got in a PR package from Penguin Random House. And it looks really cute. It's a short read, and this is from a young adult author. So yeah, I think that this is the second book after Love Requires Chocolate by Raven K. Stringfield. These packages are both books by small authors, if I remember correctly. That's why I just love being able to get them on Amazon, because that's the best way to support authors whenever they don't have books on a website and they don't have books on bookshop.org or anything like that. Oh, these actually, this is not a book. These are compression socks, because since I have gotten to be in my 30s, anytime that I travel, I immediately, like, my circulation is just like, it's cooked. It's cooked. So I have a friend who's a nurse, and she was like, you should wear compression socks. So I got some. Now let's get into the things that are not like as boring. This book right here, oh my god, I'm so excited for this. It's called Unexpectedly Yours by Chloe Chillove, and this is by a Black author. And the author, it says that she's a Southern girl writing sexy, thought-provoking romances that explore the human condition while proving love transcends societal cliches. I love that, and that's literally just the blurb about the author. This says, will forbidden love reveal secrets long buried? Kara Andrews spent her life trying to please her parents, putting her own hopes aside to work as a chemist at Noir, her family's cosmetic company. Her dream was to be an author, not spend her days developing beauty serums. Everything changes when Kara enters a writing contest and lands a book deal, except she can't ever tell her parents because 1, they'd be devastated she wants to leave Noir, and 2, she's hired their biggest rival as her entertainment attorney. Christopher is stunned to see Kara in his law office. He's not supposed to cross enemy lines, but he can't bring himself to turn her away and crush her dream. Not after seeing how talented a writer she is. After all, the family's enmity doesn't have to be theirs, especially as more time spent together leads to undeniable attraction. But when long-held secrets come to light, Kara and Chris are going to have to decide if they'll stand by their heritage or embrace who they want to be and the love they've only just discovered. This looks like such a good book. I actually found this on TikTok. A lot of the time you guys will ask how I find like books by Black authors that aren't super hyped up, or just books that aren't super hyped up in general. I find a lot on TikTok, and I also find a lot on Instagram by following like book influencers who share a lot of stuff on their stories. This says a secret romance, 2 feuding families in a summer no one will ever forget. And I don't know if you guys can see that. They're in like a boat. It's literally giving The Notebook. Like, that is so pretty, and I think it's also a small town romance. So really excited to get into this one, and the girl who was talking about this on TikTok raved about it. She said it was so good. So I'm really excited for this because this does not have a lot of reviews. This is not actually a book package, but I have another box over there. It's actually pretty big, so I'm going to show you guys that in a second. But I picked up some things that I thought would be nice to have. This is a little bit bookish. The first thing that I got is this Kindle case. How cute is this Kindle case? Like, is that not the cutest pattern you've ever seen? And I'm really excited to use it. I've been just like on this kick of getting Kindle cases, and this shop is called Heart and Flora Shop. So they also have a code that you can use. It's like Flora 10. I think that just comes for all like everyone who wants to buy something. So there's the website if you guys want it. I also got, I thought I got some bookmarks in here too. Let me see. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. They had such cute bookmarks, so I wanted to grab a few. I feel like I'm always running out of bookmarks, even though I have a million in my house somewhere. They somehow always disappear. So I got this one to match my Kindle case. See, it's literally the same pattern as my Kindle case. And then I got this one, super cute. Look at that. That's just like such a cute pattern. It has like so much cute stuff on it. And then I also got this one. Oh my gosh, there's a pattern on the back too. It's black. Wow, I love that. I love that it has like 2 different sides. Or is that green? Yeah, that's green. And then I got, and these are actually really sturdy too. Then I got this one. It has flowers on the front. You guys can see that. And then on the other side, there are also more flowers. And then on this side, I think this is like a Valentine's Day inspired one. Just super cute. I just feel like I'm gonna gravitate towards these so much. And then on the back, it says Pretty Girls Read. I'm pretty sure that's what that says. So yeah, really excited to use those bookmarks. And then I also got a cup with kind of the same pattern. And it has like a lot of like solo date things on there. I don't know if you guys can see. Try to see if it'll focus a little bit better with the sun on it. There's like a sewing kit. There are like tons of different things. There's cookies. There's a bow, like so much stuff. So yeah, I got those. I thought these would be great to have. I saw just like randomly a girl on Instagram and she was selling these. She had a little shop. So I bought them. I love supporting small shops when I can. The last box that I got is this one right here. Holy cow, tons of books. Okay, so there are 4 books in here. One of them is kind of like not a traditional book. I'll show you guys that one first. It's a word search book. my memory is not the best, and I really want it to be better. Honestly, after reading Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan, that just made me like realize like I need to be even more like on top of like brain function, you know? And I just like, I feel like I need to be stimulating my brain. So this is a little word search. These are very like relaxing word searches. Like this one says dog walking, this one says doodling. It just doesn't look super hard. Calm mornings, and the words that you have to find are like crisp, blissful, mellow, radiant. These just look really chill. So I wanted to try this, and I actually loved things like this as a kid. I love puzzles, I love word searches, and I feel like as I got older, I just got a little busy and I wasn't able to do it as much. So I want to get back into that. And then I also got these 3 books, and then I'll give you guys a quick wrap up of everything that I read. Got this book. This is actually the 2nd book in a series. I haven't read the first one yet, but I did bring it with me. And the 3rd book comes out this year. This is by a very, very, very small author. But I'm really excited to read her books because this is supposed to be like a small town romance by a Black author. And it's supposed to be a romance that's like very wholesome, very cute. And the first book looks really good. This says Ashley Willis is a disappointment. At least that's what she tells herself. Failed career, bad relationships, life. The former teacher can't seem to get anything right. People pleasing is a tough habit to break, and pretending is easier than facing her fears. The only one asking what she really wants is her best friend, Hunter. Hunter doesn't get attached. The data analyst has a new fling each week and bolts at the first sign of drama. No relationships, no feelings, no exceptions aside from Ashley, the one woman he's allowed close enough to matter. They've only ever been friends, except for the one night they don't talk about. Family obligations send them back to Fort Bender, a place steeped in memories they promise to forget. With no more distractions and personal demons pushed aside, their pretense crumbles into an evening of non-committal passion. But when a new suitor for Ashley turns out to be the perfect match, fear and desire collide. Ashley clings to the ruse of their past, while Hunter can only see one future: her. When the line between love and friendship blurs, the very things they've been running from may be exactly what they need. This just looks really good. It's called Sunshine with You by Lena James, and this is the 2nd book in the series. I don't know if you need to read the other one first or not. And then I picked up this book right here, The Nature of Love by Toni Shiloh. This is a Christian romance, and I actually bought this for Alex because she likes reading Christian romance, or like wants to get into it more. But I actually wanted to read this for myself, so I bought it for myself. It says, Dr. Erica Kennedy, a renowned orthopedic surgeon, finds herself at a crossroads in life. At 41, she's achieved remarkable success in her career, yet when it comes to her love life, she feels hopeless. But when she meets Christian Gamble, a passionate wildlife conservationist, an unexpected bond forms between them despite their contrasting worlds. Chris has yet to find someone to share his adventures with, but as his friendship with Erica starts to blossom, he begins falling for her in every way. When tragedy strikes and Erica suddenly becomes guardian to her nieces, Chris helps her pick up the pieces. With their lives turned upside down, finding their way to a lasting love while putting their faith in God may be the biggest challenge they've ever faced. And this just looks right up my alley. So excited to read it. It is the 3rd book in a series, but I know that you can read them out of order, so I am gonna just read this one. This is the newest one. I feel like I like reading the books when they're like already hyped up. I have read one book by Toni Shiloh, and it was a Christian Christmas romance. It was very cute, and so I am excited to dive into this one. And then I also picked up This Side of Beautiful, and this is a book I'm really excited to read. It's supposed to be like a very heartfelt, very deep, emotional book. I actually saw this one on Instagram. Someone, I think Kimmy shared it on her stories, and it says, her life may feel shattered, but in the pieces he sees something beautiful. Janae had it all: platinum records, sold out arenas, and a life in the spotlight, but the same fire that fueled her rise burned everything down. Branded as unstable and unredeemable, she disappeared from the world she once ruled. Now, after years away, Janae is stepping back into the industry she's left behind, determined to reclaim her voice and prove she's more than the headlines. Returning to Houston, the city that built her and broke her, Janae faces more than the pressures of a comeback. The emotional storms she's battled for years still churn within, and while her drive to succeed is unwavering, the world is watching, waiting to see if she will rise or fall harder than before. Landon Hayes, a quiet, brilliant guitarist, moves through life with a rhythm and focus that sets him apart. His calm, structured world feels like a contradiction to Janae's relentless highs and lows, yet their connection feels unexpectedly natural, a steady presence that both unsettles and intrigues her in ways she never imagined. As their bond deepens, Landon's unwavering presence forces Janae to confront the vulnerability she's worked so hard to bury. Trusting someone who sees through the wall she's built may be her greatest risk, but it could also be her path to a second chance she thought she'd never deserve. And this is a debut book. It looks really good. It's supposed to be raw and deep, and I love books like that. So let me put some of these on my shelf and then give you guys a quick book review of the books that I finished while I was on vacation. So many books, and I'm quickly running out of space. As you guys can see, there are stacks of books here from recent hauls, also books that I just like haven't gotten to the shelf yet. Some books that I wanted to read from last month that I never got to. I need to do like another organization video, like where I organize the shelves, because there's like a lot of room to like put more books on, but it's just like I need to just do it. And will I do it now? I don't know, but I think that I end up taking out a lot of books when I try to decide what books I'm reading in the next month, and then sometimes I forget to like put them back. So I do want to put these back and organize it a little bit better soon. But maybe I'll do like an unhaul, because I feel like sometimes when I get new books, I'm like, okay, do I need all of these? I don't know. But anyway, these are the new ones that I got, and obviously I'm reading It's a Love Story, so it's not in this stack, but I did pick that one up on this trip too. I have a little wrap up to do with you guys, just very, very quick, because I did not read a lot of books on this trip. I did get halfway through a lot of these, or like far into a lot of them, but I didn't finish a lot. So the only book that I actually finished on this trip was Church Girl, rating this 4 stars. It was so good. It's a very quick read. And I actually started the trip reading Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I started this on the plane, and I just was like not feeling it on the plane. Like I think going somewhere warm and being out by the water, I was like, I need to read something like fluffy and fun. So I got 49 pages into this. So I'll probably finish it now that I'm home, but I think that just like being somewhere warm, I wanted to read like a cutesy romance. So then right after that, I started Problematic Summer Romance, and I am 115 pages into this one. This is very cute. I'm really enjoying it, and I was like very surprised, because I expected this to be wildly spicy, and it actually isn't. So I'm enjoying it. You guys know I'm someone where I do enjoy spice, but I feel like there has to be like a purpose. I don't like when the like romantic scenes take over the book. Like there has to be a heavy plot, and this definitely has that. I'm enjoying it. But I ended up picking up this book. Did not realize that I actually have this on my shelf. Like I literally have this on my shelf. So I'm gonna have to put the copy that I have here into a free library, but I am glad that I bought this. I didn't realize it was on Kindle Unlimited when I bought it, but I'm glad I bought it, because sometimes I'm just in the mood for a specific thing, and if I don't have that book, like I may never get to, I may never get in that mood again where I'm like, I need to read this specific book. So I finished this really fast, and I'm glad that I ended up reading it. But yeah, so I started this one, and then I took a break, picked up this one after the bookstore, finished it, and then I was like, okay, I bought this new book, and it just came out, and I want to read it so bad. Like I have to read it, because like this was a book I was excited to read, but it wasn't like an anticipated release, because I like Allie Hazelwood's writing, but it's nothing that like really, it doesn't, it's just like it's fun, but it doesn't like her writing is not something that like really makes me like think deeply or anything like that. It's just like fun. And so Annabelle Monaghan's books, I feel like they do a bit of both, where it's like really fun, but also I end up thinking deep about life, and like I get like a life lesson kind of. So I was like, you know what, this is an anticipated release of mine. I'm going to read this one next. So this one I got 115 pages, and then this one I got through 21 pages. So I don't know which of these I'm going to read tonight, but I'm going to read one of these tonight and tomorrow. So so I'll probably finish one of these before the weekend's over to give you guys a wrap up in the next video, or in the next, in the next video. But I don't know which one, it just depends on what mood I'm in. I will say that this one is enjoyable so far, but it's like, I don't know, her writing is so quirky. I almost wish that I had started this one before reading this one at all, because the writing is very, 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 very different, I think. So yeah, I've read all of her books though, and so I feel like I will love this because I always do. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted as to what I end up finishing. Check out my Goodreads. I always update my Goodreads as quickly as I can. And I put every review on there that from every book that I have read in the last, like, I don't know, I'd say 2 years. And I always put like 3 paragraphs on there so you guys can kind of fully see my thoughts. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.